Hi guys, my name is Azza and welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a book tag. I haven't done book tags in a while, and for this book tag, I kind of tagged myself. But yes, for the original creator, all the links are down in the description down below. And whoever wants to do this book tag, feel free to tag yourself. So this is the stay-at-home book tag done by Beckel Books, and the first question is, laying in bed, a book you could or have read in a day. I don't have a specific book for this because I'm not really into reading right now. I'm not really in a reading slump, but yeah, nothing comes to mind. But one thing for sure, any historical romance books will do the trick. Next, snacking, guilty pleasure book. Don't judge me for this, but it's not a book per se. It's more of a manga, specifically a genre of manga. It starts with an S, ends with a T, has a U kind of in it. If you get what I mean, get what I mean. Okay, so there's a few that I recommend for this specific genre of manga, but the first one is, I don't know how to say it. I will definitely butcher this. Kimi omae nishitara are wa motsu by Crow. The other one is Lost Things by Kimpa. I don't know. I really like the drawing. It's so good. It's so good. And then the other one is Hatsujo Suru Unme Erito Alpha Norise ga Genbai by Nanao Rion. Okay, this one is basically kind of like a love story-ish in the Omegaverse world. It's cute. I like it. The other one, the last one. Okay, this one, if you are not ready to be triggered by gray area of consent, kind of, do not read it. Do not read it. If you get triggered by BDSM, don't read it. I don't know. I'm usually not into gray area when it comes to consent, but this book, you just have to read it to understand what I mean. It made me have, I don't know, it made me go through emotional roller coasters. Okay, there's just so many things going on. But basically, the manga is Tonari no Seki no Henna Senpai by Usukuchi. Watch, I don't know, trigger warning if you want to read this manga, trigger warning. You will be triggered. If you're easily triggered, don't read it. Okay? Next question. Netflix, series that you want to start. Okay, I haven't read series in a very, very long time. That's a lie. I am currently reading a series right now. I meant a good series that I would like to read or want to read or am reading, something along those lines. The current series I'm reading, I'm just not good. But basically, I have been seeing this series all over like TikTok and Instagram and everywhere, and recommended by almost everybody. So I plan to read Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know, a lot of people say his writing is good, his books are good, especially the Mistborn series, so I'm putting that in the cart, as well as The Poppy War by R.F. Kwang. So this one, The Poppy War, I actually have it in my script, so I'm going to read that soon after I finish reading Kapal Terakhir di Dunia. I'm currently at episode 3 now, thank God. Okay, next, Deep Clean, a book that has been on your TBR for ages. This is pretty easy. Do you see the bookshelf behind me? Yeah, that's my TBR. Except for this section, wrong, not this, but these ones, everything else I have not read, and it's been on my TBR since forever. So yeah, this question, let's look at my TBR. Okay, Next question, Animal Crossing. Book you recently bought because of the hype. I thought I was gonna answer no to this because I can't remember any books that I bought because of the hype, but then a thought, like, it went into my mind. I bought Kapal Terakhir di Dunia, episode 1, 2, and 3 by Temi Abdullah. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this book. Currently, I'm at episode 3. Book 1, I do not recommend. Book 2, it gets better, but it drags down because of book 1. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like book 3 because, again, everything is dragged down by book 1. So yeah, I do have like my review for book 1 for Kapal Terakhir di Dunia episode 1, link in the description down below if you want to check it out. So yeah, okay, next, productivity. Book you learned or had an impact on you. Okay, I have a few books for this question. Number 1 is Stephen King's Buick 8. I don't have that as a hard copy because I think I sold it, but I did previously have it. I don't know, that book, it just, I don't know how to describe that book. But basically, I don't know if you've watched my videos, but I think I've talked about this book previously in previous videos. But basically, it's about this car that has magical properties or some shit, right? Some supernatural, not really supernatural, but like science fiction shit happens. Science fiction stuff happens once this small town got this car, this really weird car. It's a Buick 8 car, but then it's not really a Buick 8 car, you know? Outside it looks like a normal Buick 8, but you look inside and it's nothing. And people just thought, oh, it's just a random car that's just abandoned. So they compound it at the sheriff's like lot or something, and then weird stuff starts to happen, like very science fiction stuff. But the thing that made me think or made me feel like this book had an impact on me is not because at the time it had impact on me. It was like years later after I started to really think about the book, because in the first few chapters, or I think the first page of the book, I can't really remember, basically this guy or this sheriff who was working there was like saying that humans or people who are exposed to supernatural or like extraordinary things daily don't find those things to be extraordinary anymore. And it happens throughout the book where, because they compound the car, right, and the car does all these science fiction stuff, or things happen to it basically, but because it occurs so many times throughout the book and you are reading it, like it happens year after year, day after day, day after day, you start to see that, oh, it starts to get boring. And even I as a reader is like, that's it, like it just seems like this book has no plot, which low-key I rated it 2 out of 5 because I was like, I don't get it, okay, because I felt it was boring. But years afterwards I start to think maybe that was the reason Stephen King wrote that book. Am I thinking too deep into it? I feel like that book gaslighted me to make it think that it is a 5-star rating book disguised as a 2-star rating book. Or has it been like a 2-star rating book trying to convince me it's a 5-star rating book all along? Okay, the next book that had an impact on me is The Terror by Dan Simmons. I have a love-hate relationship with this book, and the reason for it is it's almost like 800 plus pages long. Actually, it is 800 plus pages long. That's a lie. It's actually 935 pages long. The first half of the book, I absolutely loved it. I'm so in love with the first half of the book. The second half is when shit starts to go downhill. Okay, so the first half, you start to think it's like a psychological thriller, psychological supernatural. No, wait, wrong one. Psychological thriller, psychological horror. But then the last half, it's more of a supernatural horror. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work together. I feel like the first half and the last half of this book, The Terror by Dan Simmons, are 2 completely different books. right? And I hate it because I wish the ending kind of just insinuated that it was all psychological, because it would be more scary. Because basically this book is about the, what do you call it, the expedition by Sir John Franklin in 1845 in search of the fabled Northwest Passage. And I don't know, it's just scary for me. It's just absolutely horrifying for me. Like, these men are stuck in the middle of an ice desert, basically. Nobody's gonna help them. Nobody knows where they are. They're out of food. They're being poisoned because the can where they put all the canned foods, it's rotten. They're dying of botulism. They're dying of scurvy. They're basically just fucked. Absolutely fucked. And the reason why I say this book had an impact on me is because I went into a phase where I was absolutely obsessed in knowing everything about this expedition. And mind you, this expedition was doomed from the absolute start. They were doomed to die and they didn't even know it, which is sad. The amount of YouTube videos and documentaries I watched just because I was just so interested by it because of this book. My God. But yeah, check it out. Just find the Sir John Franklin's 1845 Expedition Northwest Passage. There's a shit ton of YouTube videos about it. Watch it. It's super horrifying. It's not horrifying in terms of it being scary. It's just scary in terms of how would you feel, or what would you do if you were stuck in this desert? Nobody knows where you are. Nobody can save you, and you know you're going to die. Hungry, cold, and that's scary. So the next book that my friend Azzy, who links down in the description below for her Instagram, by the way. I borrowed it from Azzy, who borrowed it from Pustaka. But yeah, definitely recommend. It's really thin. Like, it's not, I think it's only 300 plus pages, so it's really thin book. But it's such a heavy read. It's just a lot. The book is a lot, you know? It basically talks about like the peer pressure and then the familial pressure and the fact that nobody, I know that the book was written in the 1970s and nobody was really in tune with their feelings at the time, but you can see because that they were not in tune, or they did not tell what they felt on the inside, it really seeped into their everyday lives and kind of just like corrupted the family basically. So yes, definitely recommend. I give it 5 out of 5. I do not recommend it if you're in a reading slump or you're like emo or something, because it'll just make you sadder. Don't risk it. It made me cry. Yeah. But going on to the next question. So, next question is Facetime, a book you were gifted. Most of my books are secondhand and were gifted to me, but my most favorite gifted book is this, The Godfather by Mario Puzo. I love this book. Oh my god! Oh my god, what do you know? I found a sticky pad. Okay. I was looking for that. No wonder it felt like I had it. But yes, I love this book. This has been my favorite book of all time because, I don't know, there's just something about revenge stories that just really resonate with my soul. Definitely recommend. I'm not really sure if it's like legit or true or like close, historically accurate, you would say, but it's really entertaining. Love it, enjoyed it. Love you, Michael. But yes, Michael Corleone has been my favorite character. I really like him with his first wife, but unfortunately she got blown up, so yeah. Moving on. So the next question is self-care. What is the one thing you have done recently to look after yourself? Okay. What have I been doing? Exercising, I suppose. Exercising and doing my skincare routine consistently. I do my skincare routine, but not consistently. So I am trying to be consistent with my skin. Because, look at this. I have a zit there. Can you see? That's a zit. Why I have a zit? Not consistent. And I have been trying to be consistent with my workouts too. I am currently doing the skipping challenge. It's not going well. Not because I can't do it. It's because technically it's because I can't do it. I'm terribly unfit apparently. Yeah, I'm doing the skipping challenge and I'm doing the hula hoop challenge. Video will be up soon. So yes, that is it for this book tag. I'm sorry, it's all over the place. Hope you enjoyed the video. Click like and subscribe if you liked it. If you didn't, well, not really my problem, is it? So yeah,